As we have seen, what's a subnet mask and how a subnet mask is used to generate a network ID in Class A, Class B and Class C networks. Now this is called as a classful addressing because each class has a default subnet mask. That is, Class A has got a subnet mask of 255.0.0.0 and Class B has 255.255.0.0. Class C has 255.255.255.0. But why the subnet is required? Because see, if in Class A and with the default subnet mask, with the default subnet mask of 255.0.0.0, it's a Class A network. In a Class A network, and the default subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. With a range of 1.0.0 to 126.255.255.255. We see like how much how many hosts are available in Class A network. So there is, if you see in 255, there is only one big network. If you take any address, like if you take 10.7.5.1, if you take this IP address, there is only one network, because you can see if you add a default subnet mask with 255.0.0 and you will get a network ID of 10.0.0. So only one network. Whatever the, if you take 100.10.20.10, again you will only get one network. This is the network 100.0.0.0. So whatever may be the IP within this range, 1 to 126 range, there is only one network, and the number of hosts in this network is, if you see, there are in this subnet mask, this is the network part and this is the host part. So the network part has 8 bits, which is the default length, and the host part has 24 bits. So the number of network is only one network, one default network, since we have not done anything. So t.0 is equal to one network, and the number of hosts is 2 power 24 minus 2. That is, let us take an example in Class B network, 172.100.06.16. This is a Class B network. So because it lies, the 172 lies between 128 and 191. So the default subnet mask for Class B network is 255.255.0.0. Now let us see how many networks are possible for this Class B network with a default subnet mask of 255.255.0.0. And the network ID is, if you can do a subnet masking, you will get the network ID is 172.100.0.0. This is the network ID. So you got only one network, that is 2 power 0, because there are no, this is the only one default subnet mask, and the number of hosts is 2 power there are 8 bits here and there are 8 bits here. So it is 2 power 16 minus 2. This is the number of hosts available, and the number of networks is 2 power 0. So this is 1, and this is around, we'll get around, the number of hosts is around 65,534. So you can see then what is the main drawback in this classful addressing. The thing is, there is only one subnetwork possible with this IP, and the number of hosts is 65,000 around. I mean, like very large number of hosts. I mean, like which we don't need. We want more subnetworks and a moderate number of hosts, but this is not possible in classful addressing, either in class A or class B or class C network. I have shown previously about class A network. So in order to overcome this drawback, like where we want more number of subnetworks and a moderate number of hosts, the workaround is to borrow some bits in the host portions and then combine it with the network portion and make the remaining number of bits in the host portion, give it to the host bits. So you can see it here, like how this is done. Another page. This is a class A network. The default is example 10.16.7.1. This is a class A network, and the default is 255.0.0. So in order to work around is you make this into decimal form. This is 1111. So in order to make more number of subnetworks available for this IP, what we do is you borrow this bits in the host part. This is the network part and this is the host part. So this is the network portion, as we all know. So this we can't do anything. So what we do is we borrow some bits in the host portion. This is the host portion. This is host portion, host portion, host portion. So now we borrow some bits within the host portion. So here I'll show you. This is 1, place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you borrow these places, the bits in each place, in this first place, second place, third place, and so on, and then just put you borrow this place and convert it into and use it as a network portion. So now, so this is the network portion. So I will put it here like this, n. Now previously it was like this. Is now make this first one as the network bit and the remaining are all host bits. So on, these are all host bits again. So you take first bit and convert into the network bit. Similarly, you can make the next 2 bits as the network bits and remaining as host bits. So here the network bits and these are the host bits. Previously the network bits are default, that is 8, and so there is nothing like, so it is 0, we haven't borrowed anything, and the host bits are around like 24 bits, host bits. Now after borrowing a single one, the network bits is, we have borrowed one network bit from the host portion, so there are only 23 host bits now. In the third one, we have borrowed 2 network bits and the number of host bits are now 22. So you keep on doing like this like keep on adding the network portion bits from the host portion. So like keep on adding the network bits like 3, so it is 21 host bits. So so in this way you do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So like the same process will continue, like adding taking one portion of the host bit and converting it to network bit. So here we will do 4 bits now. There are 4 network bits and the remaining are all host bits, so 20. Similarly now 5, remaining are all host portions, it is 19. So in this way you can have more networks are possible, more subnetworks are possible, because this is here there are 0 bits, we haven't borrowed anything, so it is only one network possible. We have borrowed 1 bit from the host bit, so there is 2 subnetworks are possible. We have borrowed 2 bits here, so there are 4 subnetworks possible. 3 bits here, so there are 8 subnetworks possible. So you see from this one, the number of subnetworks increases and the number of hosts within each subnetwork decreases. So this is more manageable. So this is called as this borrowing of host portion bits into the network portion is called as CIDR format, which means classless internet domain routing. It is classless addressing. This is called as classless addressing.